What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. And in this video, like every other video I say, we have some good stuff to talk about. Of course, that depends on what you like, but we have a little bit of everything when it comes to Jordan Brand, Nike, and Adidas. And before I announce a few of the highlights in this video, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. Now, as for the highlights, we have a new Air Jordan 12 releasing in 2020. We also have a look at the Air Jordan 1 Fearless that's releasing for women. And then from Nike, we have a good amount of collaborations. And the highlight from Adidas would be a first look at the Ultra Boost 2020. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. It looks like Dragon Ball Z and Adidas will have more collaborations to come. Next up is the Nizza Hi, which is for Oolong. So basically, Oolong is a shape-shifting pig who has made brief appearances in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT. Looking closer, they feature a white canvas across the upper, while Oolong is embroidered throughout. In addition, we have pink detailing on the labels and midsole, while green covers the outsole. Finishing the look, we have Dragon Ball Z branding on the insoles. At the time of shooting this, a release date has yet to be announced. They are expected to drop soon, and we don't even have a retail price. It's possible we see other models and characters released, but more details coming soon. For fans of the Adidas Ultra Boost, we have a first look at the next model, which is the Adidas Ultra Boost 2020. With this first look, it appears that we have a collaboration on our hands, which could be with ISS National Lab. ISS stands for International Space Station. Now, ISS National Lab, what it is a laboratory used for space research, and their mission is to improve life on Earth. Now, looking closer at the pair, the tongue features boost in space, while a new pattern is used on the prime knit upper. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this style of prime knit will be seen on additional Ultra Boost 2020 releases, or if it's an exclusive to this collaboration. Other than that, we have what appears to be iridescent, even possibly a metallic purple used on the Boost midsole, a black rubber outsole, and then branding on the insoles. Once again, at the time of shooting this, a release date is unknown, nor a retail price. However, if it's the 2020 release, more than likely we won't see this pair or other colorways debut until towards the end of the year, possibly at the beginning of 2020. Next up, we have some release information for the Sakai Nike Blazer Mid. Now, I showcased these shoes a few months back, but we didn't know the release information. We knew that they were going to drop in fall, we just didn't know when. One pair comes in mostly black, while the other comes in white. Now, the model combines the Nike Dunk High and Blazer, although it's being labeled a Nike Blazer Mid, and following in the theme of things, they will feature double shoelaces, tongues, and swoosh logos. Finishing the look is Nike and Sakai co-branding on the heel tab. So both pairs are set to drop on September 19th, and retail price is set at $140 each. A couple days ago, Travis Scott shared a picture of himself on Instagram, and more importantly, in that picture, he was spotted wearing a new pair of the Nike Air Force 1 Low. Now, it appears that this pair is a collaboration between Travis Scott and Nike, but it's different than the pair that's scheduled to release later this year. So this is a brand new look. We don't have the best images as of yet, but from what we can see, it features a large zipper down the tongue. We have unique patterns on the sides and then dark shades throughout. You can also see some more gold that appears by the heel. Cell covers the midsole, and then we have a gum rubber outsole. Now, pretty much everything so far in this video, besides the Sakai releases, we don't have a release date for this pair. Now, it isn't even known if this pair is going to release or stay an exclusive to Travis Scott. But like always, once additional information is available, that will be updated on SneakerFiles.com. And then of course, I'm going to take it to YouTube. For those that don't know, PEACEMINUSONE is a label that was started by K-pop star G-Dragon, and a few weeks back it was announced that they were going to collaborate with Nike on 2 colorways of the Air Force One Low. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have never heard of PEACEMINUSONE nor G-Dragon until this information came out, but those 2 colorways that are set to release will come in black and white. The second comes in black, sport red, and white. Now currently we only have a preview of the black and white pair, and it features PEACEMINUSONE's signature embroidered daisy on the tongue. As well, we have a black streak across the midsole. The same black streaks are seen across the outsole. It kind of gives it this worn look, and then we have a unique graphic on the insoles. Now, we don't have a set release date for the 2, but they're expected to drop during holiday 2019, and the retail price is set at $200. Recently, a first look of the off-white Nike Dunk Low in pine green leaked, and now we have a first look at the University Red pair. They come dressed in University Red and Wolf Gray, and just like the pine green pair, they feature that flywire-like cable throughout, which appears to be another lacing system. However, we do have the signature laces. Red is seen on the overlays, and then we have gray on the base. As well, we have the signature off-white text on the medial side, and we only have 1 image of the shoe, so that's pretty much it as far as what we can see, other than of course a white midsole and red outsole. If you missed the prior videos, there is a total of 3 colorways that are going to release: the University Red pair shown, the pine green pair, which I showcased in the previous video, I believe it was the previous video, and then we have University Gold, White, and Midnight Navy. Now all 3 are expected to release during October. Currently we don't have a set date, and the retail price will be $170 each. On to Jordan brand, and we have a few shoes where it's going to be quick updates. The first is the Air Jordan 1 Satin Black Toe. For those that don't know, this shoe is set to release this Saturday, August 17th for $160. Now it is showing up on the Nike Sneakers app, but more importantly, I just wanted to let you guys know that it's going to release via the draw. So for those that don't know what the draw is, basically at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the shoe will go live, and then you submit your information and pretty much cross your fingers and hope that you are selected. Now, I continue to strike out on shoes that release via the draw, so again, I'm going to pretty much assume that I'm not going to be able to get this pair. And the craziest part is that there's no retailers by me that will have this shoe. So if anyone lands an extra size 10 in men's, please let me know. We have some new images of the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6. With these new images, I shared them on Twitter like I normally do, but first, of course, I write it on Sneaker Files. But my headline was, is the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6 the best release of 2019? Now, on Twitter, pretty much everybody said no, which was shocking because on YouTube, all I've been seeing is a ton of people saying that this is the best release. So not only am I sharing these new photos, but kind of to get your opinion in the comments. And just to go over them really quick, a few of the highlights is 3M reflective, which you can see in the first picture, and then the outsole glows in the dark as well. You have a little poncho on the side. Personally, I could have done without that on the shoe, but they're still really nice. Of course, we have other smaller details throughout, but the left heel features Nike Air branding, while the right heel has Cactus Jack branding. Now, more importantly than anything is the release information, and as of now, this pair is set to drop on September 14th. I don't know specific numbers. I don't know if I agree with what I see floating around, which is 62,000 pairs. But either way, it's going to be a limited release. Not every retailer will have them, and the retail price is set at $250. Here's a pair that I've talked about maybe once or twice. Not many images had leaked until recently. What's odd about everything is that before the images leaked, I saw a few people just posting these like one-shot images on Instagram of the shoe, and even people have gotten their hands on and reviewed them. But going over the shoes and then getting to the release info, they come dressed in Desert Camo, black, and light chocolate. From these images, it appears that they feature canvas across the upper, which has camouflage print throughout, and then we have black leather just above that, as well as the ankle collar. Other highlights includes black on the midsole, and then on the outsole we have a mixture of black, what appears to be green, and then red on the Jumpman. So for the release details, this pair will debut on August 31st, and the retail price will be $190. Some of you may know that Jordan Brand plans on releasing the Air Jordan 1 Fearless pack, and that pack will feature a few pairs, which includes the Air Jordan 1 Retro High for men as well as women, and a few colorways of the Air Jordan 1 Mid. We now have a first look at the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG for women, which comes dressed in black, metallic rose gold, and white. Now, right off the bat, you're going to notice that it has that shiny like finish, almost looks like mesh, and this pair does resemble that of the SP Gina, featuring black and rose gold across the upper. They also come with wax laces and then black lands on the liner, wings logo, and trimming, while white covers the midsole and outsole to complete the look. Now, we don't have a release date for the men's or women's pair, but they are expected to drop holiday 2019. Retail price is set at $160. I'll be honest, I'm not really a fan of this pair. The SP Gina, in my opinion, is a lot better than this. I know some people were complaining and saying that this is basically an SP Gina 2, but either way, it doesn't matter what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Our last piece of news for today is an upcoming Air Jordan 12, which is being called University Gold. Now, before I break down additional details, first up, this is a Photoshop. So the actual release could look different than this, but they will come dressed in a black and University Gold color combination. Now, this info comes from Soul Heat on Feet. The Photoshop is done by Z Sneakerhead Z, and the rumor is on this pair is that they're expected to look a lot like Gary Payton's PE when he played on the Los Angeles Lakers back during the 2003-04 NBA season. Now, this would be the away PE, and during that time frame, Jordan Brand created a lot of player exclusives, and they weren't the current model. It was always a retro. This time, I believe the Air Jordan 12 was pretty heavy in rotation, as well as the Air Jordan 2. Now, the release is expected to feature black across the upper. University Gold will cover the mudguard, hinted on the heel, branding, and the outsole. Now, as for the release details, there isn't a specific date, but they're expected to drop during July 2020. So we got a little less than a year before these come out, and the retail price is set at $190. Now, for me, if they release like this, I would be happy with it. I like Air Jordan 12s that are just clean, straightforward, like the Game Royal. Hopefully they don't add suede on this pair. But in my opinion, I feel like they need to release the Cherry 12s. The last time I believe we saw that pair was 10 years ago. They should also bring back the Playoff, Taxis, and Obsidian. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. Like always, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you haven't done so already, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Just a quick heads up, we're going to start seeing more summer 2020 Air Jordan releases. And what I mean by seeing is that we're going to see Photoshop. So not actual releases, but the colorway, the time frame, product number, stuff like that will start to leak very soon. As you can tell, we've already been getting a few here and there, but more is on the way. With that being said, enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and remember to subscribe.